If you are new here to MDC or to our digital brands, welcome. Welcome to your trusted hub where you truly can turn everyday liabilities, things that cost you money, into assets, things that earn you income. And we have such an incredible hub of over 30 brands in over 10 multi-billion and trillion-dollar categories. You see some of the categories here, but this hub isn't going to stop growing. These are highly vetted, highly curated brands with a pipeline of over 50 plus that want to distribute through this trusted platform. And so tonight you're here to learn about our digital brands. These are two of the hottest brands in MDC marketplace right now. Our travel and trade, Akashics is our trading platform, and Dream Trips is our travel platform. And so let's dive right into it. Let's dive into the trading side. What I love about this is it becomes your triple stack asset, this trading platform. But why would you need, and I'll explain what that is, a triple stack asset? Why would you want to leverage that? You know, that's a key word in today's vernacular, is leverage. And when you look at the world's largest financial market, $7.5 trillion daily. The market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. 10 plus million people are trading. So the digital market is anticipated to grow. This skill set that you can learn is one that you are going to be able to implement and leverage for years and decades to come. We look at the stock market, $1 trillion a day in volume. This is just a tremendous, tremendous platform to dive into. And the growth of the trading industry, as we start looking at locking in this skill set and leveraging other people's brilliance and other people's money, which we'll get into, you really can start to tap into all the different types of foreign exchange market, cryptocurrencies. But the coolest part of all of these is that trading is a recession-proof skill set. And you look at what's going on right now, and I think this is a low prediction because we're seeing it accelerate over the last weeks and months, but 50% of the world's jobs are being eliminated by AI, and entirely new industries are being created by AI. So again, when you're adding to your portfolio, when you are adding to your skill set, when you are stacking assets that are going to help you expand, and you can do that with leverage of, again, other people's brilliance, other people's money, this platform becomes one of the most exciting assets you can add in 2024 and grow through 2025. So what is Akashics? What is this trading platform? Well, it is a world-class education, trading and training platform, a tech provider. It launched in 2020, but in the last 18 months, it has seen extreme growth and extreme advancements into what the platform offers. The cool thing as far as the double stack asset is it operates in over 200 countries worldwide. So you can literally create a global business overnight by promoting this brand. It's a debt-free, privately owned platform by MDC Marketplace. There are no third-party services. We own the tech, we own the platform, and everything in between. That is a huge point of difference when you are in the trading world. A lot of these companies buy, borrow, or kind of template out from big providers, and they don't own it. So if things change, contracts end, there goes your platform. Not here in Akashics. We own, again, debt-free, the entire platform. So let's look at how you can implement and leverage Akashics into your portfolio. And there are 3 phases that we teach people of Akashics. And this is what I love, because these are actually the 3 biggest objections that most people come to the table with of why they haven't implemented trading or accelerated their trading skills. And they are time, capital, and then the third being the ability to have the ability to leverage that capital to build and have exponential growth within your portfolio. So when you look at this, is The first phase eliminates the time and the intimidation. Sorry, that third one was intimidation. You saw my brain working there. I knew I'd get it, and here we are. So the intimidation factor is I don't understand this foreign language of trading. And so what phase one does is it completely eliminates that time to learn the skill and to understand the language. Because when you approve a trade in phase one, all you have to do is literally hit and tap that approve button. We have trained professionals, dozens of professionals that are studying the charts, that are studying the markets, that are giving out signals into our platform where all you have to do is hit approve, just like you would a dinner reservation, just like you would a hair appointment. Literally hit approve. You are now in a live trade that the professional is monitoring and watching for you to close out that trade as well. So incredible asset that you have with time to just literally hit approve and you are good to go. The second phase, and this is what I love, across the board, the results are pretty incredible within our platform, and they're tracked. This is not something that a lot of platforms do. We literally have weekly rundowns of exactly what each trader is doing, kind of like a game stat sheet. They are 1-0 in the live session. They're 3-0 in the tap to trade. So you'll understand a little bit more of that as I go, but I love that our results are so transparent. That is one thing you are absolutely going to love about our platform is the transparency. So let's look at phase two. You know, a lot of people come in and say, I'm staying in phase one, tap to trade all day, easy, simple, and it is a great way to start igniting those wins. But I'm telling you, you hang out for more than a day, for more than a month, you're going to want to tap into our academy. You're going to want to learn through our live sessions. You're going to want to have these educators on all these different platforms, specialties of Forex, crypto, commodities, indices. You're going to start seeing how simple it is to actually copy and paste. That is phase two. You're going to get trade alerts. The coolest part about our live sessions is this is a fly on the wall, but you can also activate and take it all. Meaning you can go in there and listen just to get a comprehension of the language and how the traders are reading the charts, but they're actually giving you live trades during those live sessions. So as your confidence grows, you can implement that data. If you're still too intimidated to implement data, you literally will get trade alerts on your phone where you can copy and paste. So you don't even have to enter numbers. You just literally copy them and paste them to the platform where you execute. So this is an incredible phase two, which a lot of people say they join for phase one because they just want to hit those tap to trades, and it is across the board. Week one, week two, month one, people start taking the trade alerts because of the education, the academy, and the live sessions that we have. So very, very cool. Phase three, this is where we accelerate from newbie, beginner to expert and beyond. We have world-class state-of-the-art scanners that you cannot get anywhere else. So when you become an independent trader, you have all of these to learn, the scanners to read, where you can take your own trades. What's really cool about this, again, I just have to say this as someone who's been fully engaged in this platform, never when I began did I think I was going to be leveraging scanners and reading charts. And within 6 months, I fully am confident of what's going on in the scanners and the charts to take my own trades. That to me is, as a dyslexic English major, that speaks volumes to the education and the professionals and how they teach. If they can teach someone like me, it truly is. If I can do this, anyone can do this. And no matter what level you're at, it is super impressive. The cool thing about this platform and these three phases, and again, this is a point of difference between us and a lot of other platforms that are out there. All of this is included in your monthly membership. Other platforms will have kind of a la carte, if you will. Like if you want tap to trade, it's this price. If you want to add trade alerts, it's this price. If you want to add live sessions, it goes up and up and up and up. In fact, there are people that'll pay literally tens of thousands of dollars for a weekend on just how to learn and read a chart. And they'll pay it. And so this platform, for everything that is in it, it is truly astounding. And then they went above and beyond. They, being our owner of Akashics, Josh Swagel, teamed up with Trade X Mastery. And this is where it switches the game. This takes care of that third barrier to entry of why people, if it's not the intimidation, if it's not the time, it becomes, how do we have funds to leverage? And this is where it changes the game with Akashics. We have teamed up with a prop firm where we can trade with other people's money. And this is so cool. So no matter where you join us at, whether it's a monthly, an annual subscription, or even the Travel Trade Annual, you get a free, I just want to say that 15 times, because this is actually why people join us, just to get that free prop account of $10,000, $100,000, or $200,000, where you can start trading and leveraging other people's money to grow your bank account. And so you think of it this way, when a lot of people start the trading journey, they feel comfortable with maybe putting $500 in, $1,000, whatever it is. And the gains that you see on those, if it's a 1% growth or whatever, the juice just really isn't worth the squeeze. But when you have $10,000 and $100,000 and $200,000 that you're taking these same, well, it's not even really a risk because it's not even your money, but you're taking the same lot sizes and all of the above, the gains start to compound, and that's where it gets really exciting. So how does this work? We're just going to give you an example of the $10,000 prop firm. You have 2 phases before you become a funded trader. They're called challenges. And so in phase 1, you just have to grow your account by 10%. You have to mitigate your losses no more than 5% a day. And then you pass phase 1. They get a new $10,000 and you have to grow that account by 5% over 5 days, or take 5 months, however long it takes. There's no time limit on how long you can go. And when you pass phase 2, you become a fully funded trader with that $10,000. And you, from here on out, get to keep 80% of everything you profit. So again, mitigating that risk to reward value changes the game. And when I say, we literally had people join us at the Travel Trade Annual just so they could get the $200,000 prop firm for free. And Kenny's going to go into why that's significant if you were to purchase that on your own. So with that all being said, all of that, everything that we just went over is included in your monthly membership. It's $149 a month for your tap to trade, for your trade alerts, for your academy, for your live sessions, for all the different scanners. And more importantly, and I just want to speak to this really briefly, for the community. This is probably one of the most supportive, vocal communities within Marketplace, and it is fun to be around. I'm sorry, you guys. Making money changes lives. And when you can pull money out of thin air, like we do on this platform, it is exciting, exhilarating, and it has a dimension for creating duplication with speed and ease. So that is our trade membership. And what do most people want to do when they have extra flow? They want to travel. They want to have experiences. They want to see the world. What's the worst part about traveling? Planning the darn trip. I don't know about you, but with me and the 2 kids, I am so exhausted by the time we figure out the trip that I don't even want to go. And so this travel platform just totally flips the script and changes everything. And, again, we talk about this points of difference. Everybody has a travel portal. Get discounts, beat Kayak and Travelocity and all of those. Sure, that's amazing. And our travel portal is incredible for hotels, condos, cruises, you name it. You're going to get 60% off standard rates. And there's a lot of people on this call who have done that with hotels. And it's pretty darn amazing. But the point of difference for Dream Trips is it is the #1 curated travel portal in the world. And this is so cool, you guys. This is the complete competitive advantage. The #1 travel club, there's over 40 countries of members that have joined. This business did billions in revenue when it began. And there's 1.3 million travelers sent to over 30,000 trips. I just want you to understand that. And I'm going to go into what these trips are, but understand that there are in our database 30,000 curated trips that we can choose from in over 70 countries because of this travel club. So let's look at what that is. When you go on a dream trip, this is this curated travel. This is the ultimate leverage, you guys, for Travel Hack. You get picked up at the airport to and from. You have an on-site host that is there, that is local, that is speaks the language if it's international, that is truly there to guide you through the entire experience, almost with white gloves. So you have the 5-star luxury experience. You have a welcome reception upon getting there. You have curated excursions. And these aren't like, you know, when you go on a cruise and they just like dock you and say, okay, go to the port. This is not that curated experience. This is a one-of-a-kind, lifetime opportunity, transformational experience. Our company just got back from Dubai and they were doing sand dune trips with fire ceremonies in the middle of the desert. I mean, just world-class dream trips. There's a reason the company is called that. Again, access to VIP lounges and farewell dinners and receptions as well. Here are just some of the trips that are coming up. And you can see, you know, local, international, stateside, international. And here's an example of that Dubai trip. I just want you to look at some of the things that are a part of this New Year trip. And this is 1,000 per person double occupancy. You have the airport travel, you have the breakfast, you have the tours, you've got a fireworks show, a gala, a DJ, and the hotel. Everything is included. And I don't know about you guys, if you've stayed at a 5-star resort, that price per person is usually the price per night. So let's actually look at an example of that. Here's another one for stateside, New York, coming up actually next week. You get the Rockefeller observation deck, buffet breakfast every day, orchestra seating at the Rockettes, a farewell dinner. And this is like so incredible that you're staying at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square for that price. And what's really cool is I actually went on and looked at, because I know the Marriott Marquis, it's right in the heart of everything. And I went and looked and it was actually like, I think it was $729 per night for that exact same trip, 4 days, 3 nights. $729 per night, and you're getting the whole thing at $1,169. And actually it's less, because if you look at that little blue circle with the $263, Kenny's going to show you how you can actually get that incredible trip for even more discount across the board on all of our curated trips. And here's the monthly membership for both. Like for both, right? So you would get the platform for Akashics and trading with everything that we talked about, and you get all of the dream trips bonuses, which are the VIP lounge access, the 24 concierge, all of this for $229 a month, which is pretty darn incredible. And with that, we're going to go over to Kenny Rossi, who's going to tell us how we can, again, the key thing that I wanted to hit, leverage and accelerate. This is what tonight's call is all about, is how can we leverage, accelerate, and maximize our growth in growing these assets that we're stacking. So Kenny, I'm going to pass it over to you.
You got it. Thank you, Jojo. Great job. I mean, she laid it out perfectly for you. It's a very simple process. I fell in love with it the day I really got to understand it. And where I really got to understand it was when they put together this travel and trade annual membership. It just, it hit me, man. I saw it at first and I said, wait, hold on a second. This is awesome. This is amazing value. And so let's talk about it. So say you like what Jordan's talking about, right? You're like, man, that travel and trade is cool. I think it is. I think it's sexy. I think it's now. I think this is something so special in our marketplace. I really do. But when you talk about it, if you were to look at the different values you get in this travel trade membership, all right. So for $1,999, okay, you pay one time a year. And from a business standpoint, you're qualified for the year. So think about it as far as in any of these businesses, you usually got to do a personal qualification, right? And when you get this annual membership, ours, if you're a business builder and you're building the business, most people do at least a $199 brand buck, right? And with that, think about it, that'd be $2,400 a year, right? With this membership for $19.99, you're qualified for the year. So you're actually already saving money there. But then what do you get for it? You get 12 months of dream trips. That would cost you singularly about over $1,500 a year. Now, dream trips, I'm going to state it again. This is the old World Ventures platform. They got almost to $1 billion in sales before, like Jordan said, 300 trips a day. And we get to kind of start over with this and do it again. And the reason why they teamed up with us at My Daily Choice is they realized the last time we went out of business, why? COVID. Like people weren't traveling. And that could very easily happen again, right? I mean, we don't know. It happened once. So might as well team up with a marketplace of products so that if something like that was to happen, they would still be fine, right? Which is so cool. You also get the 12 months of Akashics, the yearly membership. That would cost you $1,800 singularly. So you get both memberships. You get your 1,560 dream trip points immediately. This is different. When you do the $229 monthly for both of them, you get those points at the end of the year. This one, you get them immediately. Jordan talked about it, that Rockefeller thing that was already priced well at $1,100. You took $269 off a person because you had these 1,560 points. So you use your points, knock that trip down to what, $800 a person? Unbelievable. And when you get 1,560 points, that's 2, possibly 3 trips a year that you can knock down. And you're going to want to go on these trips. There's so many amazing ones. So you get those points immediately. Literally, the value was already enough. And you're prepaying for vacations. Think about that. 2 or 3 of them you're knocking down to already very well priced. Unbelievable. This is where it gets crazy. You also get a $200,000 prop firm trading account. $200,000. Like that account, once you pass your 2 challenges, that's the account they teach everybody to try to get to because you can earn the most money from. And the only way you'd lose that account is if you lost $20,000 in trading. Think about it. For $19.99, you could lose $20,000 in trading, and then they would take that account away from you. But you keep 80% of the profits if you're able to profit. It's unbelievable. On top of that, you get a cruise certificate for 2. This is $1,000 value. You get a free cruise for 2 people for 2 you get to use in that first year. Also, on top of everything else, the value is at $6,800. That's not even talking about you get the airport access lounge, you get the VIP service to call. The airport lounge is really cool. My daughter got this. In fact, everyone's got this travel and trade yearly membership because it's just that good and we want to travel together, right? But she used the lounge right off the bat, called Dream Trips. They set her up in the Phoenix Lounge where we're located. She ate and drank for free. It would have cost her $45. How many times do you do that a year? I mean, this is unbelievable. Now watch this. If you love this like we do, you could actually build with this, right? This is a great way for people to get started if they see the value. All right. And we call it the flight plan, man, because you get to take flight with this program. And we talked about the benefits of it. And if you go out and share it with 4 people, and I think this is cool. And I'd say do it in your first month. If you go out and share it with 4 people, what will happen is you will make all your money back because every time you sell one, you make $500 upfront immediately, paid weekly. And with some other bonuses that would happen, you would go 5K. You'd earn between $2,700 and $3,000. You'd have it paid for. It was paid for when you got it with all the benefits. But you could go 5K in your first month by sharing this with 4. And the thing that I've been teaching people is, look, if your first month is scary, which I get it, maybe some people are like, I can't do it in 4. If you could do 4 in a year, 1 every quarter, you'd have your money back. And again, we're talking about the value is there anyways for people to get it, but then you can also get your money back and create a residual income with it. And then what happens if you got really excited, helped your 4 get their 4 immediately right after? You'd be a 25K affiliate. Heck, you could go starting this, getting your 4, helping your 4 get their 4, and a few others. You'd be a 25K affiliate. You'd turn a $2,000 investment into over $10,000. You'd 5 times your money. You'd still have all the benefits to building. And if you did that again the next month, my goodness, you'd be 100K. I mean, things would be going wild very quickly. And guess what? People are doing it all over the world. People are doing it all over the world. Last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to pass this over to Jordan, but I want you to think about it. Many times in businesses like this, when people get the big pack, they got a bunch of the same products sitting there in the garage or in their kitchen. And then the companies ask them to buy more the next month, right? Get on auto ship, buy more. When people buy this travel and trade membership, when they join us on Monday nights, they're not even going to hear about it. There's a whole vast other grouping of our marketplace of products that they're going to be purchasing the rest of their life. And I'm going to pass it over to Jordan to go over that very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely, Kenny. Thank you so much. And it truly is the flight plan. It's accelerating all of our lives and our experiences. And Monday night is absolutely brilliant. You see some of the brands here, the brand categories here. And again, this is now dated because we've brought in, I think, 5 new brands in the last 3 weeks, guys, or last month. And it's not going to stop. It's just so incredible when you truly can have and become a conscious consumer with a trusted platform of highly vetted, curated brands in multiple categories. This is the new way of building in our industry, and we are the company that is doing it. MDC Marketplace is truly setting the stage for what the future will be in our industry. And of course, come back every Tuesday night, bring friends, same place, same time. Oh, by the way, Monday night is the same place, same time, just different date. So make sure you, again, fill up the Brady Bunch boxes. That's really what we do on a week-to-week basis. And all are welcome to be here and join.